While OBS loads. Hello, welcome. I'm doing another Steem Monsters stream to show people what battling is like with 15 mana. I'm playing on the test server, which is available to Monster Mavericks who have purchased more than 500 booster packs. If you don't know what Steem Monsters is a blockchain crypto collectible game similar in vein to Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon trading card game, etc, etc. You build a team, you set your team to the field, and then you watch the results play out. It's not like Hearthstone where you choose which creature attacks what creature and what order and what you're going to play and draw. You build, you battle, you learn, you battle again. That is Steem Monsters. So just before I get started here, I'm going to let people know that I am streaming. So I'm just going to quickly drop a link in the promo channel on the Steem Monsters Discord. And then I'm going to get started. So here we go. I'm just going to rearrange these monitor windows a little bit more. But before we go, what's prompted this stream is I've been dethroned from #1 on the leaderboard. Trading Ideas has taken my top spot on the ladder, which makes me slightly mad. So I'm going to roll with the team that I was rolling with before I started work today, which was fire-based. I know, it's insane. What do you mean fire-based? Isn't fire terrible, you ask? Well, yes, sort of, kind of. When you're playing in a environment that gives you only 15 mana, it's a different story altogether. Completely different story. So I'm going to queue up with this fire team here and we'll see how we go. I'm going to take a drink of water. I'll commentate everything that I do. Everything, all of it. Maybe. Okay, here we go. We've got our first battle of the day. And we're fighting Marabara. They're using Zintar Mortalis in a death team. And I'm pretty excited by the fact that there's new music in the game now. It's different to what it was before. Always good to make it a little bit more interesting. So, oh damn, that attack debuff is brutal. It's going to take me forever to get through that Haunted Spider. Turns and turns and turns. The Skeleton Assassin came along and did a bit of a number on the Elven Assassin and also poisoned them, so they're going to not survive the round. But I've got to get through that Skeleton Assassin with my Assassin, hopefully. Because I need to get to that Haunted Priest, otherwise I'm going to have a bad time, because he's just going to keep weakening my team. And there goes my Goblin Shaman, which gives them a massive advantage, because they're no longer weakened. I might actually lose this one. Oh no, the Retaliate hits. Yeah, this isn't looking good, this battle. It's not looking good at all. And my kobold miner is now poisoned. Hooray. So we will see. Hey Streamers Unite, the battling is only available to the Monster Mavericks at the moment, which is for people that have purchased more than 500 booster packs. So everything that I'm doing now is on a test server. The actual battles will start on the 14th, so there's not too long for the general public, but I figured I would do a little bit of a stream to let people know what it's like with a different mana cap, because it's completely different. You can check in the Steem Monsters Discord. They've got a bot that counts how many packs you've bought. You've got to register with the bot. You send it 0.001 SBD or Steam, but then it tells you how many packs you've bought after that, and it refunds you the Steam that you pay to get that information. So I'm going to try a different team, given the brutal failure of that one that I just rolled. And one mechanic that I have really enjoyed, and I really enjoyed in the 20 mana cap battles, was Trample and the Silver Shield Knight, because it's just great epicness incarnate. Now the problem with that is you need to have the stuff behind the armor damaged slightly to make the trample work. So what I was doing was running along with this combination of Silver Shield Knight, Divine Healer, and Enchanted Pixie. Yeah, it'd be great if SPD could soar, but I think Steam's got a better chance of soaring in the near future over Steam. No, wait. Steam has a better chance than SPD, I think, but the utility there is for both tokens, you know, fast transactions, that sort of thing. I feel like Steam Power is going to have a lot more value as people start to realize what resource credits can do for the community. That's my personal opinion. I'm one of those strange people who thinks that Hard Fork 20 was a good idea. It will motivate more people to power up. At least I hope that it will. So we're waiting for a new match now. Yeah, that is true. That's what happened at the end of last year when SPD spiked to like 10, 13 US dollars. I remember there was a post back when SPD broke the peg and went to $2, and someone said, well, someone just, you know, sold 100,000 SPD and made themselves $100,000, and then we all watched in the following weeks that when SPD sort of went up to $10, but the whole crypto bull market rather, at that point in time was absolutely crazy. I'm not a technical analyst when it comes to crypto or anything like that. I'm not a witness. I've streamed a lot. I've got the Steem It number plate on my car, so my license plate has Steem It on it. I do a lot of streaming. I do a fair bit of blogging, so I don't know where you know me from. In the heading of my stream, I did say with 007, who runs a lot of contests, because I was too lazy to change the picture. So clickbait for people who wanted to see 007 be here. But he's not here tonight. We're planning on doing a stream next week. But yeah, I've been around these parts for quite some time on Steam. Yeah, I got the plates maybe 2 years ago now. I've had them. This one's not looking good for me now. This Naga warrior is fucking shit up, and she's just gonna get madder. Although that armor did really well. I'm enjoying the rain on the upvotes in the new overlay that Weherman who's one of the unofficial, I'd say, devs for Vim. He does a lot of work on the chat overlays and that sort of thing in the video, and that's my source of that stuff from vim.chat as well. And I'm really surprised that I won that battle. I did not expect to win that battle. DLive. I streamed on DLive when it first came out. As soon as they dropped Steem and created their own alleged blockchain, which I have not visited the site since. And every stream that I do is only on Steem. I record the video and upload it to YouTube or DTube, depending on which one decides to behave after I'm done. Mainly to YouTube to make sure that we get the exposure for Steem Monsters out there. But I've got basically 0 subscribers on my YouTube channel anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I don't like what they did with the goodwill of the Steamer Inc. delegation, and then to go make their own blockchain and reward their creators with tokens that they've created that they technically have a unlimited supply to print. It's one of those things that is like, well, why would you do that? And what I can see happening is them going ahead and then saying Lino is now listed on an exchange, and when you look at the exchange, it's really just an exchange that they have created themselves and put a few token, pun intended, cryptos on there to let you sell your Lino tokens for stuff, try to pump it, and who knows, they might exit scam, or you know, it might actually turn into something. It's hard to know, it's hard to say, but it's not something that I morally feel comfortable supporting at the end of the day. See, now I've heard Runikar, or is it Runikar from somewhere. Yeah, you don't go into something like that without a plan. The streaming servers cost an enormous amount of money to run, so it's one of those things that they had some idea what they were doing, and it was a great platform, but great platforms run by questionable ethics and people don't go well in my books. And even though there's been a lot of vitriol towards the platform, I feel as though yeah, the logo in particular, I feel as though we shouldn't be penalizing people who opt to publish their content on DLive, or you know, want to stream it in multiple places, because that's their own business at the end of the day, those content creators. But it kind of feels like, oh hey, this was part of the family and now it's not anymore. Great, that's cool, guys. So I'm going to run with a different team now, because I've been talking a lot about the politics of streaming, I think, if I'm going to put it nicely. And the outcome of this one might be actually pretty interesting, because I just thought of this combo on the go. So yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff out there that is I'm sure there's people still streaming on there. I'm still cleaning up my Twitter feed, because I followed a whole bunch of people that were streaming on DLive that seem to have stayed there, and now I see the whole thing of DLive retweeted this, DLive retweeted that, and it actually makes me a little bit mad. So while I'm waiting for a match, I'm gonna clean up my Twitter feed on my mobile. If I find a funny tweet, I'll say something about it, maybe. But we've got a battle, and it's against Marabara again. And I don't have assassins in my party this time. Actually, no, I do. But I don't think my assassins are going to do a very good job. So Runasar? Is that how you would say it? I'm one of those crappy people who only speaks English. I can say Runasar. It's not too hard. Oh, cool. I like that there's a stun animation now. I haven't seen that process before this moment. Hey, Dr. Crypto. We don't have 007 with us tonight. I lied. I was lazy. Didn't and couldn't be bothered changing the JPEG. Oh, god damn it. Stone Golem missed. Thank you for the rain there, Dr. Crypto. We know we're in a drought at the moment here in Australia. And what you're going to see now overlaid on the top of the stream is all of my auto votes that I live on. So sorry that you can't actually see the cards being played. But it looks like I'm going to end up winning this battle. At least I feel like I'm going to win this battle. But my Stone Golem is going to chip away at this Undead Priest very, very slowly. Ah, the Goblin Shaman's going to do a good job too. The question is, am I going to get the outcome of being back on top of the leaderboard? Because that's what I came here for. I'm coming for you, Marabara. You're probably not watching, but I'm coming for you. So I've won twice in a row with 2 different teams. I like to rotate my team around, keep the people that I'm playing against guessing, and I don't really like saving teams because I'll come up with different ideas as I play, and different things to counter different outcomes. When I fought the Naga Warrior, I thought that was actually pretty damn good. We'll throw a snipe in there. Usually you want to have the Crustacean King in a blue team because he's got the heal for the tank and he gives us some extra armor as well. But thinking there might be another 4 mana creature. Yeah, the Medusa. Is she magic? Yeah, she's magic. Is there a 3 mana magic caster? So we can get the full benefit of Arik Stormbringer's thing. No, I haven't heard about them at all. There's always a whole bunch of stuff though in terms of politics that does go on. But what I'm going to do is, because I swear I've seen your username around, I'm going to go and not type your name correctly. I can say it correctly, and I'm going to throw you a follow. And I will go and read that content next time. Not while I'm on the stream. I was lucky enough to get a downvote from a whale once. Changed my life. You see, that comment makes me always want to ask a really strange question. Is, if I didn't have 5,000 Steam power powered up, would people flock to my blog? Would they come and say hello to me? I don't know. Is it about the content, or is it about the content? Is it about the lols? Is it about the whole, hey, in 5 billion years the sun's going to explode and engulf the earth anyway, so who really gives a shit what happens in our insignificant lives? I'm a bit of a nihilist in that regard. I don't see the impact that we can have on the world. And wow, that enemy team, I wish I had trample. Oh god, how I wish I had trample in my team. That would be perfect for trample, except for the earth elemental blocking my way. But very interesting using the Elven Assassin as a tank. I'm glad I put the Medusa right at the very back, because they are going to get destroyed by the... Oh no, they're not going to get destroyed by the goblin. I really like that goblin. I feel like it's a very undervalued card. This stun is just being wonderful. I was actually scared of this enemy team. I did not expect to win this battle. I could miss, but magic never misses, unless Yavamat's changed that in the update. Cool. So that was a good outcome. I'm pretty happy with that. That still hasn't put me on top of the ladder though. I don't think that it has. Let's go take a look. No, it has put me back on top of the ladder, so Marabara must have lost a battle. So I'm going to run again that white team that I wanted to have work earlier. I'm going to throw in a Kiara Lightbringer this time. It's up to you. It doesn't really make a difference. I've maxed out one set, but I've still got a whole bunch of spares because I've bought something like 1,300 packs. And then I did get a gold chromatic dragon, then I decided to trade that for a whole bunch of commons and epics and rares and legendaries. So I've got almost 2 complete maxed sets. I've maxed out every single card that I possibly can, and I've got duplicates of some max cards, and I've just kept some loose ones on the side. I don't know. What we haven't seen is battles with level 1 creatures. All these ones on the test server max level creatures, so we don't know what's going to change when the creatures are max level creatures. Sorry, non-max level creatures. So that's going to be pretty interesting. No, definitely not pay to win. Initially, it was really unbalanced. If you played the Clay Golem, Angel of Light, Divine Healer, and a couple of other cards that you wanted, you would basically win every battle, because what used to happen was the Divine Healer and the Angel of Light would heal the Clay Golem every single turn, in addition to healing themselves. And then you'd finally get through the Clay Golem after the Clay Golem had killed 14 of your creatures, even though you can't field 14 creatures. But he'd basically kill 14 creatures worth of stuff. So you'd have these big stalemates between Angel of Light versus with Clay Golem versus Clay Golem and Angel of Light, and the only difference would be whether or not someone brought a Defender of Truth or a Peacebringer or an Air Elemental along to the battle. At the end of the day, it was pretty inconsequential what else was in the battling. So it has improved a lot in terms of balance. It's improved a hell of a lot, but I feel like level 1 cards are going to be a complete different league, and not everyone is going to be playing with maxed out cards. And I feel like there's going to be leagues around the level 1 cards, and then level 2, level 3. The game is going to feel different and unique all along there, and I believe the way it's going to get matched is going to be based on the level of summoner that you choose to play. Yavamat was saying something along those lines, where if you're playing a level 4 summoner, you're going to get matched against other people who are playing a level 4 summoner. So, and when you've got a summoner of X level, they are only able to summon monsters of X level of X rarity. So, for example, a level 1 summoner can only summon, I think it's a level 1 legendary. I'll just jump onto the live version of Steem Monsters as opposed to the testnet that I'm on at the moment. But if I go have a look at my collection here, and we'll look at Maoric Inferno, for example. If we look at Maoric Inferno's stats at level 1, he can summon a level 1 of every card. At level 4, he can summon a level 3 rare, a level 2 epic, or a level 2 legendary. And at level 8, which is the max level for a summoner, for a rare summoner that is, he can summon one of everything at max level. So that's where the balance is going to come in. And when you have a look at the varying stats on a monster, between the levels. At level 1, the water elementals only got heal, but then at level 5 it gains dodge. But then it slowly gains health as you level it up. And the really interesting thing for the balance mechanics here is at level 7 it loses a health, but it gains an attack, and then it gains that health back when it levels up again. So the balance is built into every single card and every single variable that they've got in a way that I don't fully understand yet, but I'm sure that I will once we see the real battling come in. So in that particular instance, I wasn't actually matched up against anyone. No suitable opponent could be found. Please try again later. So being at the top ranking might be hurting me at the moment for this particular stream. But yeah, when you're talking about collection of cards and all that sort of thing, yeah, I've got a few crustacean kings, you could say. Where is it? My cards. I have 2 max level crustacean kings, and then all of these ones as well. So I have a lot of cards. Okay, we're fighting against a haunted spirit. Damn, I'm gonna get destroyed by that magical reflect on the haunted spirit. So the haunted spirit has magic reflect. These 2 creatures here with the little purple thing mean they've got magical attack. So, and I got poisoned. That's not going to help me either. So all my damage is going to need to come from my Silver Shield Knight, which is not going to happen. They're going to get absolutely destroyed. So that's actually a really good team, that Padalincho, I don't know, has fielded there. And I don't need to watch the rest of that battle to know what's going to happen. So we'll close that off, and I'm going to roll with the fire team that I was having a lot of fun with earlier today, which was Cerberus. And I brought both the assassins. I think I threw a goblin shaman in there. Now what I wanted to double check was 6 health on the kobold miner, 5 health on the elven cutthroat, 6 speeds. She's more likely to dodge. So we'll leave her in the back line and we'll run with this lineup instead. We'll see what it is that happens. I'm back up against Palachenko. So my assassin should do well against this combination. Oh, that poison is rough. Because we're taking out their main damage dealer now. Hopefully I get a retaliate in. Yes, I do. Excellent. So goodbye, Elven Assassin. I will check for you. I don't think I've got a beta Selenia Sky. But yeah, I'm happy to do trades with you on them. We'll double check after this battle what I've got in. Actually, no, we'll watch the battle on half the screen, and we'll go have a look at my beta collection on the other half the screen. So chromatic dragons in beta. Chromatic dragon. I do not have any beta chromatic dragons. I do have Hydra, but I don't want to trade any Hydras at the moment. Let me have a look if we've got any beta Selenia Skies. I don't have any beta Selenia Skies. So no, unfortunately, I cannot do a trade. Let's go again with another battle. If I had the spares, In beta, I would. In alpha, let me have a look what I've got. I actually need one more Selenius guy in alpha. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm trying to hunt down 2 more chromatic dragons in alpha because I want to have 2 maxed sets of cards. I've built myself a spreadsheet because I'm a geek to tell me what's on my shopping list. There is a good questions, plural, individual question. The difference between alpha and beta cards is 1, the artwork. The other difference, what's this team that I'm fighting? Haunted Spirit. My prediction is I might win. There's key differences. So if we have a look at this giant rock here, we've got an alpha giant rock. You'll notice it's 0 of 20 XP, and if I go to combine 2 of them, this will combine 2 cards into level 2 with 0 of 40 XP. But if I go to my beta cards, they say yes, 0 of 20 XP. But if I go to combine them, this will combine 2 cards into 1 level 1 card with 15 of 20. So you need more beta cards to combine your cards into higher level cards than what you need alpha cards. So that is the primary difference other than the artwork. That and the collectible value. Although I do think some of the artwork on the beta cards, it comes up nicer. You know, the tighter cropping on some of the monsters looks really good. In particular, I really like I think it's the Naga Warrior. In beta, we've got a much closer look at the Naga Warrior on the beta card versus the alpha card. But there's all sorts of differences with the artwork. You know, we're much more zoomed in. The frame is narrower on the beta version, and there's actually an error on the alpha life cards. Beta life cards. So there's actually a double border on the beta life cards. It's the only ones that it happens to. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of differences, but that's the express journey into a list of the differences of the cards. I think I might be able to make that team potentially look a little bit better, but I'm weary of putting something with snipe in there because I really like this double assassin mechanic. It's working really well, and it's really hard for people to defend the double assassin mechanic. I'm really hoping someone comes at me with double assassins so that I can try another team that I've been wanting to use as a bit of a counter. Okay, so we've got Valencio again. They're rolling with, oh yeah, I like this team composition. I think I'm going to lose to this team composition. That Swamp Thing is pretty tanky, and it's going to weaken my soldiers. So their attack, oh no, I've got it. I should be able to win this. Double assassins win again. Provided I don't miss. Cool. Yeah, I'll be winning this battle. And now the Earth Elemental can't attack, so that's GG right there. So this is probably the strongest team that I've found in the 15 mana format. It works really well. it's beaten. It has beaten life, death. I haven't seen it go up against fire yet. It's beaten green. Can struggle against blue, which you would hope that fire struggles against the blue splinter, given the blue splinter is water. This could actually be a pretty tough battle because that armor on the Crustacean King is going to slow down my assassins a lot. Yeah, I don't know. I don't tend to watch a lot of streaming content. I watch a lot of the Steem Monsters stuff when I find time. I know that the Steem Monsters show streams every week, I think, and they do a pretty good job of doing a bunch of Steem Monsters sort of exclusive content. Kari Allen also does some streaming. She does like a dramatic show where she invites people into her Discord and gets them to basically read out scripts and different sort of almost plays, and you know, picks people from the audience to read out a whole bunch of scripts. And I took part in a few of them a week or two or maybe longer ago, and it's actually a lot of fun. So I reckon she'd probably deserve a little bit of attention. It's her and Chris Roberts that do that stuff. But yeah, I reckon that they're doing something unique with their streaming. Trying to think who else is out there. A lot of the artists that used to stream and make their artwork live, I haven't seen a lot of posts from them on Vim yet. But there's not really a lot that comes into my feed. I know Acid Yo streams a fair bit as well, but he's not the sort of person who needs curation. He was one of the first people to follow me on the platform. Yeah, they are casting voices for Steem Monster cards. Kari Allen got the Spirit of the Forest, which is what actually helped me come second in the last pre-release Steem Monsters tournament. And we've got Coruscate as the Angel of Light. Dr. Crypto is the Frost Giant. I don't know how I can forget that, because you've said that to me before on other streams where you've come and watched me. It just shows how much of a shit person that I am. And who else is there? Yeah, I don't really watch a whole bunch of streams. Most of the content creators that I watch are sort of still on YouTube. They haven't migrated to anywhere else, and that makes me sad. One of them created a Steam account and started cross-posting their stuff, but then they just disappeared off the blockchain and just stopped posting. Probably because their videos weren't embedding properly, and they probably reasoned it was too much effort to try and figure out what they had to do to get it working. So Patalencho has finally beaten this team of mine. First person to beat my fire team in the 15 mana realm, and my rating took a big hit to that loss. Took 29 points off my rating there. So now it's time to change up my team and keep people guessing, unless they're watching my stream and knowing exactly what it is that I'm going to field, by which point, you know, that's okay. If people are ghosting my stream, that's fine. What am I going to do next? I don't want to play Death. Let's go with Auric Stormbringer. And I've been a big fan of the Retaliate mechanic, especially in these low mana battles. It gives you a chance to have an additional attack. And the other thing that I've been a really big fan of is that stun mechanic, because it takes an attack away from the enemy. So I feel like I'm just going to roll with that. Naga Warrior, Medusa, Crustacean King. And if that fails, I'm going to try to construct a team purely out of neutrals. And then Probably roll it with Lion. See how that goes. Hello, cat. My cat has decided to come and visit. She wants attention or something. What's up? What's up? Up, kitty. Hmm? You don't know what's up because you're just a cat? Okay, you go away now. She's been known to jump up on the table on my streams before. She enjoys flashing her butt into the directly into the webcam. So again, I'm sitting here waiting for a new match. Seems to be taking forever. The progress bar is calculating how fucked the enemies are when they encounter my team. At least that's what I hope the progress bar is for. Not too bad, Marcus Wall. I'm experimenting with a whole bunch of different team builds at the moment. Someone finally managed to beat my fire team, which I thought was, oh man, I wish I had trample. I wish I had trample against this team. That goblin assassin is gonna wreck me. Goodbye, Crustacean King. I'll miss you. Thanks, Marcus. Yes, get angry, Naga. Get angry. I think I should be able to get away with the win here. That retaliate, followed by that. Oh, good. Well, it's pretty pointless stunning that creature because it couldn't do anything in that turn. Now it's a matter of 3 health gone, 4 health gone. It's up to the speed. I've got the speed advantage here, so I will win. Oh, I forgot about the heal. Oh, the stun. Nice. Unexpected victories. That went well. That went much better than I was expecting. But that team didn't field its strengths very well, so I said I was going to go with a neutral team. And I'm going to go with Zintar to reduce the amount of damage that I take. And I'm going to throw the Grumpy Dwarf in because he's got Enrage. And I like the Enrage mechanic. And we'll throw a Poison in. And we'll throw a Poisonous Assassin in. That leaves us with 3 mana. Okay, maybe we'll take a 5 mana tank. 5 mana tank, the Haunted Spirit, I guess. So this is not a full neutral team, it's just a death team. But I thinks like this is not something that I want to do. I'm not a fan of the Death Splinter, so let's go with dragons. Let's go with dragons and death, because I just said that I wasn't a fan of the Death Splinter. Why am I going dragons and death? Well, I don't think that the Lightning Dragon has been nerfed enough yet. People have stopped playing it in combat, but, well, actually I see why now. You can't really make a tank and use a Lightning Dragon because you've got 5 mana, so really the only thing you can do... Actually, I take that back. Oh no, I can't do that because the summoner. I was thinking 7 plus 7 is 14. No, the summoner's health also counts. So we could use a Haunted Spirit as our tank with their Magic Reflect. But actually, let's get rid of Selenia, bring Selenia back. So go with life. Put the gold dragon in, who's got a heal. Damn it. Silver Shield Knight is 6 mana. Let's try Selenia Sky with fire. There we go. There's my trample. That's the trample that I always wanted. And I'm going to go Giant Rock, Gold Dragon, and Selenia Sky. Because the Gold Dragon does blast damage, penetrates armor. And from there... Well... The Giant Rock doesn't have piercing, which sort of throws a spanner into my plan here. But the Gold Dragon should do well here against this enemy team. I just need to hope to hell that that Stone Golem does not hit my Giant Rock. There's a stone, not the Stone Golem, I feel like the Golden Dragon makes a fairly decent tank themselves, so that Giant Rock is just a decoy essentially. Seems to be working. Working quite well. The trample mechanic isn't working as I had intended, but that's okay. I suppose you could also do this with the Cockatrice instead and throw the magical pixie in behind it. Or if you went and chose the Death Splinter instead, you could get a Sneaker Haunted Priest in, weaken the enemy a little bit. I might give that a go. So let's change that up and let's make sure that the Gold Dragon ends up getting nerfed. So let's go Death and Cockatrice. Oh, actually, use something with 3 mana instead. Could throw the Giant Pixie in instead of the Cockatrice. Not Giant Pixie, it's pretty giant in terms of its effectiveness in battle. But there's nothing that's really viable as a 3 mana tank. It's 5 HP is not enough for the front line. The only reason the Cockatrice is viable is because of that dodge and its cheap mana cost. So, not going to roll with the Death. Oh, actually, Life has a whole bunch of... No, Inspire's not going to work against the Gold Dragon. Or with the Gold Dragon, rather. Because it's magic. It's magic damage, and there's nothing here that boosts magical damage. And there's nothing here that's a good tank for 3 mana or a good weakener. The blue team... Well, I could throw a Crustacean King into the mix. That leaves me only with 2 mana though. And the Cockatrice can be my tank, I guess. And we'll have the Crustacean King at the back, healing the so-called tank, which will be a Cockatrice with a pitiful amount of health. Won't get a weaken in. There's nothing that's got thorns that cost 3 mana, so that is a pretty pointless thing. And yeah, the thinking out loud definitely helps. It definitely does help. I'm just verbalizing what goes on in my head. The sound of a kitten meowing is one of those things. I come and say hello to the people on the street. I don't think she does. Yeah, jump up. Here comes a cat. And there you go, there's a cat blocking the camera. Hello. So now you all get to see a cat and a cat walking away. You're gonna sit on top of all my papers? No? Okay. JR Vacation, Flesh Golem, Margie. This isn't gonna end well for me. You can see my cat's tail just sitting in there. Yeah, there's lots and lots and lots of depth in the deck building stuff. What you doing, kitty? Where you going? See, I said she'd show her butt to the camera. Now I can keep an eye on her. Are you gonna eat my cables? Or are you gonna try and jump on top of the bookshelf? Either that or you're gonna try and jump on top of my computer. So this team's not going well for me. She has to have the attention. Stupid cat's costing me the game, clearly. She's not stupid. Are you gonna purr into the microphone, huh? Yeah, there we go. Purring provided by a cat, and now she's trying to wedge herself underneath my monitor. And she's likely to knock over my microphone as she does that. Do you mind? Huh? She's blocking the earth elemental currently. Yeah, she's managed to wedge herself underneath the gap between my desk and the monitor. So this particular tactic is Battle of the Heels again. So it's that deadlock between no, don't scent mark near the power supply. Well, the cat is a woman. It is a she. So this battle is enthralling, isn't it? The heels, the heels, the heels, the heels. Thanks, Hawken. Oh, you want to sit down there? Okay, you can sit down there. So, no. The moment I start to scratch her, so this is her sitting basically wrapped around my microphone, and her tail is right here, about to hit buttons on my keyboard in typical cat style. So she's gonna wrap her tail around the mic and just be content. So that was a win, that particular one. This worked quite well, this build. So like I said, let's try and get the Gold Dragon nerfed, because I feel like they're still pretty overpowered. Because I don't really know what's going to be able to defeat that other than heavy DPS. Maybe a Clay Golem with Enrage on it might be able to do really well at hitting the Clay Golem, and there we go. The cat has knocked over my microphone and given us the source code of Steem Monsters on the screen as well. That's a good cat. She's trying to hack the Steem Monsters servers on the testnet. She doesn't really knock things over though. It's her first time. Oh, hey Marcus, we're fighting on the stream, live. Who will win? Because you know my team composition now. Oh, it's the double heals. I like this, but I would have liked the Stone Splitter Orc better with their Enrage, but they would not last as long against magic. It's a 2-card trick. But that Blast is going to be completely ineffective against the... Oh, you didn't know my lineup? You weren't watching? But yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to outdamage the heals. But by the same token, I don't think you're going to be able to outdamage my heals. So I think it's just going to be a stalemate. The group heal is tank heal, so it's not actually healing the Spirit of the Forest, so I got this. I was thinking in the old world of the Spirit of the Forest would heal themselves at the same time. Now it's just a matter of time. All the damage will be concentrated on that Flesh Golem. I should be able to do 5 damage this round. Yeah, because of speed advantage there. Because the Lightning Dragon's got Blast as well, doesn't it? It would work the same way. Yeah, the Lightning Dragon's got Blast and Piercing, so you could just as easily swap out the Gold Dragon for the Lightning Dragon, throw a Pirate Captain in, but you lose the healing completely. But you'd have an immense amount of damage if you were playing that way. Now, yeah, I've extended my positioning on the leaderboard. I wonder if there's a Diamond 2. I wonder what the cutoff is for Diamond 2. Let's try and find out. So we're a bit of a streak there, and all against green. So if people are playing green a lot, what's going to counter green? I don't know that my fire team will. This is the fire team probably... Actually, no, it will do well. But the thing is... Actually, I'm going to counter green with green. So they're going to roll with Xander. Instead, I really like the Stone Splitter Orc. I really like the Goblin Sorcerer. I'll chuck a Swamp Thing in. No, Stone Splitter Orc's just too expensive for what it is that I want to do, so I'll have to use the Stone Golem instead. Chuck the Stone Golem in the front. Roll the Earth Elemental in the rear, Swamp Thing behind the Goblin Sorcerer. We'll give this a whirl. Because the risk I run is if I run into your team again, and I go with double Assassins, they're going to keep missing the Spirit of the Forest. Whereas the Goblin Sorcerer isn't going to miss as an Assassin. And they're going to penetrate any armor at the same time. Meanwhile, the Stone Golem should be able to sit there and take a beating from the physical attacker. At least this is my thought process. Whether it works or not is another story altogether. Cool Bowser, bringing a Kiara Lightbringer. I might be in trouble. Oh no. I've got a snipe. Well, goodbye to my Swamp Thing. But the Raging Impaler and the... Yeah, damn, my Assassin got wrecked. Stone Golem's a good match for the Raging Impaler. Those are unlucky misses. So they're... Why would they play Kiara with this team? Well, they're bringing the Feral Assassin in. It would make more sense. If you played Auric, you wouldn't have enough mana. But yeah, the Raging Impaler is an overwhelmingly good tank, and the misses. That speed difference is immense as well. What's it getting the speed buff from? Is that part of the enrage mechanic? I think that might be new. But yeah, that's a loss. So GG to Cool Bowser with that team. What I might try next is... Yeah, it's going to cost too much mana to roll with that. Might roll the Hydra with Malric to get that extra damage. There's a Pixie for Inspire. And a Giant Rock? No. That would be way too expensive. I was thinking of the Cockatrice because I want to bring the Hydra in. What costs 5 mana that can still do damage from the backline? Magi Sphinx, I guess. But I like the idea of the Fire Demon using Blast. This is a questionable team. I'm not sure that it will do very good at all. In fact, it's a pretty damn questionable team. And the cat has gone elsewhere. She's gone. She's dead. Probably not dead, but who knows what she's done. Not even sleeping on the couch. Award for the number of comments received on Steam Award. Ah, and I just went over 600 posts as well recently. Why did I minimize that window? I did not want to do that. It's taken a while to find me a match. Because I'd really like to test this team. See what happens. See whether I lose. I think it's a question of whether I lose or whether I lose badly. I'm not going to press that cancel match button though. It's taken forever. Progress bar is filling up. It's like resource credits. Something. maybe while I'm waiting, might do some Steem Monster curation. See what we can find. Steem Monsters Art Contest. Spirit of the Forest with the Swamp Thing. It's pretty good, actually, in terms of a little bit of fan art. So I'm going to give that a vote. I like that they've actually shown their progress on this one. And you know what? I'm actually going to give that my Maverick upvote from the fact that I've purchased a whole bunch of packs. Need to find the upvote channel. Because I reckon that is a pretty good effort by that person. And they can watch me type terribly. Steem Monsters, Maverick. There we go. A little bit of Steem Monsters curation right there. So if I refresh that, we should see what that vote has gone to. So we've given that person 5 STU from that vote. So it didn't actually find me a battle in that instance. And now I've lost the will to live. No, right, that's a lie. You need to have a will to live in order to lose it. Let's move that out of the way and bring the chat back up over here. And move that there, and then put that back. Okay, and we will search for another battle while we do some more Steem Monsters curation with that crazy team idea. So I can only use that vote every 34 hours. But it's something nice to give a little bit back to the Steem Monsters community. Now this post is in Korean, so I have no idea what it says, but I can use the Google Translate option. What if the cards? So it's a bit of market, Steem Monster market analysis stuff. That one. What's this one? So they're talking as well about the market mechanic. Or the market mechanics. There's my stream, and Rent Money is running a competition giveaway. Clever, that's a referral link. I thought that might be the case. Name a nursery rhyme. As the contest there. So trading ideas is among the top 5, 3 from Korea. Use Google Translate to understand your post as I can't speak Your language. I think my fire deck beats the death deck in 15 battles. I'm going to hit cancel there because we're waiting on a battle there. There's nothing like a little bit of good banter and competitiveness there, but I didn't realize there was so many people from Korea playing Steem Monsters. But I'm happy to engage with these guys because I engage with them on the Steem Monsters part of the blockchain here, but I don't know whether or not they're all going to be able to understand English, but hey, I'll give it a go. So there's a Steem Monsters Poetry Challenge, which was run by Pizza Chain or Hash Panda in the Steem Monsters Discord. We've got have a look at my Steem Monsters. Got different information about the different mana levels. That doesn't look all that Steem Monsters related, I don't think. I didn't get a Steem Monsters upvote, but I used the Steem Monsters tag, so I'm not sure. F battle, open pack summary. I'm saying that I love gold cards. My experience with Steem Monsters. Steem Monsters beta booster pack giveaway. It's follow, upvote, 25 word or less. Competition. Someone bought and sold as Intel Mortalis. Then we've got Marcus Wall's Match and Win competition, which is basically Steem Monsters Poker. You buy a booster pack by sending 1.8 USD worth of Steem or SBD to the Match and Win account, and whether or not you get a pair or two pair here, you get 2% of the prize pool, or if there's 3 of a kind, well, you've got 3 of a kind there, 4% of the prize pool. And he's also modified that with a new thing of if you buy a booster pack, you can resell your cards back to them if you don't like them, if you don't want them. So that's a great new mechanic if you want to pick up some booster packs really cheaply. And what else have we got? 9 hours ago, Steem Monster new battle. Steem Monsters for poor people. Game 8. Pick the monster with a rage. Pick the monster within rage. That's going to be the Chromatic Dragon. So that's an interesting mechanic that they've got going there on their stream. So that's pretty good. Oh, not on their stream, on their thingamadoo, their blog. And it's not finding me a battle. Unable to cancel the match. I might have to just do a straight refresh of this page. And it looks like I'm getting a vote trail based on the vote from Vim there. Am I still on top of the leaderboard? I am. Do I want to stay on top of the leaderboard, or do I want to play one more battle? Let's play one more battle. Except we won't do that crazy fire team. We'll do the Cerberus. We'll do Old Faithful. Cerberus, Kobold Miner, Shaman, and... no, not the Pixie, the Assassin. We'll run with that team. See if this one finds us a battle. If it doesn't find me a battle by the time the progress bar fills, I think I'm going to call that stream there and upload it for people to watch later. Oh, so we find a battle almost instantly. It's Marabara. Ah, the Centaur again. Am I going to have the speed advantage here? Well, the speed's probably going to end up being in equilibrium based on weaken there, weaken there. The only thing I'm going to struggle with is the Raging Impaler. Because my Cerberus is probably not going to have enough health to sort of sit there. But the Retaliate's going to do really well. I'm not going to be mad at that at all. Oh no, I got this by a mile. I've got the speed. Let's match again and see what happens. That Vim vote trail's pretty long. That was something like 40 upvotes, which I appreciate every single one of them. And now it's not finding me a battle. Typical. Took forever, and I've basically curated the last 9 hours of Steem Monsters content. Well, curated what I thought was good, what I would upvote. So from here, it's waiting, and if this doesn't find me a battle, I will end the stream. See. Halfway through the matchmaking. Matchmaking forever. Don't think there's all that many people playing at the moment. No, there's no match. I think it's going to say unable to cancel match, so I'm going to chill out on top of the leaderboard for the time being. And if you want to check out Steem Monsters, it's steemmonsters.com. You can buy a starter pack and get started. Battling starts for everyone at the end of this coming week on the 14th of October. So I hope to see you guys on the battlefield. Thanks for tuning in and thanks for watching. Cheers.